Hey guys, Jeb Brooks, greenergrass.com, filming the fourth and final episode of the Transcon Throwdown, in which we are checking out the premium products from all four major US airlines. We started with United, went to JetBlue, and checked out Delta, and now here we are with American. So be sure to subscribe so you don't miss the wrap-up video in which we compare all four. But for now, let's enjoy this service from LA to JFK in New York.
Now, first things first, this will be controversial, I'm sure, but even though the other Transcon Throwdown airlines only offer business class, this is one of the last remaining true first-class services left here in the US. So that means a separate lounge, in this case Flagship First, and other upgraded amenities. Please remember, the premise of the Transcon Throwdown was to check out how each airline delivers their most premium product on this heavily competitive route. We'll take this into consideration in the wrap-up video, and I'll definitely review American's business class service sometime soon. But for now, I just have to plan a few extra workouts to make up for all the food I ate on this flight. And now for the good stuff. Here's the virtually brand new Airbus A321 that would carry us across the country today. This is a true three-class airplane, and the first-class cabin is arranged in a 1-1 configuration. Here, my seat 5A is reminiscent of JetBlue's single seats in their Mint cabin, in that you won't have a seatmate. I found it very comfortable for the nearly 6-hour flight to New York. It also offers ample storage, but more about that later. There were plenty of seat adjustments, as well as a number of plugs for headphones, a USB charger, and whatever that bottom thing is. Do leave me a comment if you know what that particular kind of plug is. I guess it's something to do with connecting your own entertainment into theirs, but I don't know how it works. There's also a single power plug, not quite as work-friendly as JetBlue's 3, but it's available. And here's some of that storage I mentioned just a minute ago. These shelves were convenient to place my Kindle and even my camera. There was also more than enough room for my overstuffed briefcase on the ottoman there. I could easily get it during flight, but perhaps the highlight was just how much legroom I had. As with the other Transcon Throwdown entrants, I did not sleep on these flights. They're all daytime flights, but here is the seat laid out in its fully flat format. American provides bedding from Casper, which I found to be very comfortable. And as you'd imagine, just like JetBlue's single seat, direct aisle access was no problem. Getting in and out of the seat was very simple. During boarding, we were offered a pre-departure beverage. Shortly after takeoff, it was time for a hot towel. And then warm nuts and another drink. We were provided with two choices for appetizers, a burrata cheese or a smoked salmon dip. I chose the smoked salmon dip. It was quite good. Next up, a salad. A few weeks before my flight, I received an email inviting me to pre-select my meal. Only trouble was, it didn't seem to work. That said, there were three choices on the plane: cauliflower steak, sea bass, or Wagyu meatloaf. I chose the meatloaf. Now, the flight attendant shared with me that the meals in business and first class are the same, they're just delivered at different times. So what you might get on one first class flight may be a business class meal on the next one. Next up, an ice cream sundae. Savory snacks, as well as fruit, were laid out at the front of the cabin for the entire flight. And just in case I hadn't had enough sugar, there was a cookie provided just before landing. The crew on this flight were fantastic. I rarely had to wait more than just a little bit of time before being checked on. The amenity kit comes from Cole Haan and includes a number of basic essentials you might need on a flight like this. As with the other airlines in the Transcon Throwdown, internet was available. Now, like United and Delta, it costs about $39 for the entire flight. Fortunately, I had a go-go pass that enabled me to access it at no cost, like JetBlue, which provides it for free. We've found the winner in the headphone category. American Airlines provides Bose noise-canceling headphones on their flights. The in-flight entertainment can be controlled either with this handheld remote or on the screen. I have to tell you, I really struggled with the handheld remote. It didn't seem to like my fingers. I found the screen a little bit easier to use, although it was harder to reach when I was reclined in the seat. There were plenty in terms of options, lots to watch, no complaints, other than the difficulty of the handheld remote here about the entertainment.
Hey, made it to JFK. Thanks for watching. Leave me a comment. Let me know who you think the winner of the Transcon Throwdown is. Also, please click that thumbs up button if you like the video. In the meantime, don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss the wrap-up video in which we determine who the top airline is. See you in the sky.